Namaste students. My name is Javins Dr. Neeraj Dhulia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss a few examples of the polysaccharides like the starch, glycogen, peptidoglycan, proteoglycan matrix, etc. So as we have learned in the earlier lectures that the polysaccharides having the uh, many of the monosaccharide units by joining with the glycosidic bond. So here is the example in cellulose. The unbranched it is the cellulose is a structure of unbranched beta 1,4 linked glucose. So 1 and 4, first number carbon and fourth number carbon is bonded with the glycosidic bond. Okay, so this is the beta 1,4 glycosidic link in the cellulose. So this is the structure of the amylose. Okay, so alpha 1,4. This is the alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond uh, in the uh, glucose units. Okay, so in the unbranched alpha 1,4 linked the glucose in the amylose, or likewise in the glycogen amylose with alpha 1,6 branch every 8 to 12 residues. Okay, so in the amylose is an unbranched structure, while the glycogen is having the branch and at every 8 to 12 residues, and the bonds between the branch point is alpha 1,4. So this is the structure of the glycogen. Okay, alpha 1,6 glycosidic bond is here. Now, the proteoglycans are the proteins that are heavily glycosylated. So the basic proteoglycan units consist of a core protein with one or more covalently attached glycosaminoglycan (GAG) chains. They are macromolecules of cell surface or extracellular matrix composed of a membrane or selected protein and one or more glycosaminoglycan chains covalently attached to the serine glycine X glycine sequence. Okay, so this is the structure of the uh, proteoglycan, that is the syndican. So here it is. This is the protein structure which is attached with the carbohydrate structures. Okay, so chondroitin sulfate, heparin are the polysaccharides, and this is attached with the protein unit. So this is the proteoglycan. Now talk about the starch. So starch, or we can say amylum, is a polymeric carbohydrate consisting of a large number of glucose units joined by the glycosidic bond. So this polysaccharide is produced by most green plants as an energy source or energy store. So it is the most common carbohydrate in human diet, and it contained in large amounts in staple foods such as the potatoes, wheat, maize, rice, and cassava. So this is the structure of the starch, and this is having the 1,4 bonding. 1,4 bonding. Okay. Next, the peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan or murin is an essential or component of the bacterial cell wall. It is present in the bacterial cell wall, or you can say that it makes the bacterial cell wall. So it is a heteropolymer that consists of glycan strands that are cross-linked by the peptides. So the glycan backbone is composed of the alternating units of the N-acetylglucosamine and N-acetylmuramic acid, NAG and NAM, linked by the beta 1,4 glycosidic bonds. So the peptide subunits usually contain four alternating L and D amino acids, and they are connected to the glycans strand via the lactyl group. Acetyl groups of the N-acetylmuramic acid residues. So cross-linking of the glycan strands generally occurs between the carboxyl group of D-alanine at position 4 and the amino group of the diamino acid at position 3. So either directly or through a short peptide bridge. So, so this is the structure of the peptidoglycan. Okay, so here is the beta 1,4 glycosidic bond, and here is the N-acetylglucosamine units. and this is the N-acetyl muramic acid. Okay. And this is the pentaglycine cross link. Okay. So hope you are satisfied with this illustration. If you have any query, please write in the comment box. I will resolve it. And if you, this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.